Hello guys, welcome to the reality. So today in this video I am going to discussing on technical interview. So basically we are in a flow of discussing entire interview process. If you go through my last video, it will be helpful to understand this video as well. In my last video I have explained about written test, how to clear group discussion. So after that the next step is technical interview. So in this video I am going to share you how the technical interview will happen for the freshers. So what are the things you should be aware on that in the technical interview. So what are the important objective to conduct this written of interview. Here for a fresher the interviewer basically looking his communication. Okay, the main point is his communication. He will look, and the second point is the basic concept, basic subject knowledge, okay, and logical ability, and his presence of mind. Okay, these are the important objectives for any interviewer while conducting this session. Okay, any fresher when he entered into an interview room, so you should be keep in mind these are the objectives of this round. You should be very good at communication. You should be very good at your basic knowledge in your subjects, whatever the graduation you did. In that the core subjects whatever you have, in that you should be clear. Your basics should be clear. They won't expect you to master in that. Your basics they will test. Your logical ability, they might ask you some of the logical questions, some of the puzzles. Okay, so you should be good at solving that. And your presence of mind also they will check. They will try to interrupt your mind. They will try to cross questions. So you should not be diverted. You should be calm and clear during the interview. That might be help you as a fresher to clear the technical interview. Okay, so how the communication, the very first question you might expect in an interview to introduce about yourself, right? How to introduce about yourself. So the questions might be different. If some interviewer can ask you, you can give an introduction which is not there in your resume. Okay, you can give or some people directly ask you introduce about yourself. So you should be very good, nicely prepared for this question before going to an interview panel. Introduction about yourself. This is very important question. 199% you will get this question. So you should be well prepared before entering into an interview room. You should prepare something like which is not there in your resume also sometimes. Okay, so for this particular topic I am going to give you another video in my coming session. You can have a look on it. But for this particular technical interview you should be good at this self introduction and the basic knowledge on the subjects. Once your interview is done, your subjects basic knowledge they will check. For example, if you are from the IT background, if you are from the BCA, if you are from computer science, if you are from the information science, so you might be getting a questions from the coding basics such as C, Java, right? So you might be expecting questions, basic questions. So if you belongs to an electronics student, if you belongs to any circuit branch related student, then you might be expecting questions from some of the basic subjects in the electronics like gates, okay, logical diagram, truth table, okay, like that. Whatever the subject, the core subjects which you studied in your graduation till the final year, so you will be getting a basic questions on it. You should be very good at your basics, right? And a very very crucial part in that interview will be your project explanation. You will be definitely getting a question from an interviewer like what project you have done, what are your mini projects, major projects you have done. So in that you should be very clear, right? Very clear about your roles, what you have done in the project, what are your responsibility in the project, what is your objective of the project, how it is helpful as an engineer, how you are helping this with this project, how you are helping to the society. So all these points you should be very clear. Project explanation. Again, I am going to create one more video on this project explanation in the detail. You might get in future, okay? But meanwhile, for the technical interview purpose, the project explanation part should be very clear. As I told you, your roles, your responsibility, objective should be very clear, especially, okay? And you might be getting some questions related to puzzles. They might check your presence of mind. You might get puzzles, okay, to solve they will give some puzzles to solve it, okay? So you should be good at that also, solving the puzzles. And they might ask you your curricular activities in your college days, whatever the curricular activities you have done, wherever you have participated, you should be good at that. And the one more important and very important thing is, whatever the things you mentioned in your resume, you should be very clear. Don't fake it. Simply do not keep it by seeing others' resume. He has kept, I should also keep. No, don't do that. It will impact you. For as a fresher, especially, you should, whatever you know, just keep it in resume. Don't keep extra things that will hit you. They might dig you in that questions, okay? So you should be clear with your resume. Wherever you have participated, just mention in your hobbies, whatever your interest. And you might get questions during the hobbies as well. So you should be very clear. If you mention singing, dancing, they might allow you to dance. They might ask you to sing. So these things will be happen. So careful before putting in the resume. The things, whatever you know, keep it that only. Okay. And point to point, just like whatever the question it might be, you just stop on the point to point. Don't drag too much. The given question, give it answer with an example for the better understanding. Don't do over don't drag it answers, okay? Just point to point, and keep smile on your face. Have a very good eye contact with the interviewer. Have a smile, okay? If you don't know the answer to the question, you can just mention that, sorry, as of now I'm not aware on these things. If you are giving me an opportunity, I can learn and come back on these things. Show your learning ability. Show your you are good towards learning the new things. That will be helpful during your interview process, okay? Technical interviews especially. So they might expect you 60 to 70% on answers. They won't expect you 100%, don't worry. But the way you will take care the things which you don't know, that is very important, okay? So keep these points in mind before going to an interview. So going forward, I will be covering introduction about yourself, project explanation. That will be helpful in your interview process. After this video, I am going to conduct on these videos. Please do subscribe and like. If you have any clarification, mention in the comment section so that I can take care in my next videos. Okay, take care. See you guys. Thank you.